Well, Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett is one step closer to taking a seat on the nation's highest court. The Senate Judiciary Committee has set its date for the full Senate vote, and NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil is live in Washington, D.C. for us tonight with more on the final day of confirmation hearings. Joe.
Hi, Marnie. So it seems like there's a real consensus that this round of hearings this week was not nearly as divisive, a little more civil than what we saw with Judge Kavanaugh. But still, senators today from both sides of the aisle, I thought, made interesting points using the division that we have in our politics today and really pointing to the hearings this week, the difference of opinion that they heard, as a way to sort of show that, in fact, we do have some division seriously among our politics and that it is in some ways eroding our institutions. The final day of Judge Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearings was, in some ways, a reckoning.
We are failing as a body to serve the purposes to which we all care, and the best we can do is blame each other.
So the qualification test, to me, seems to be dead and buried with everybody but me.
Senators from both sides of the aisle said at times the hearings highlighted how political divisions have upended the way Congress should work.
The only thing that heals this body is what I call a revival of civic grace.
Democrat Cory Booker argued Barrett's nomination was rushed days before an election. He says just because Republicans can doesn't mean they should.
Some of the greatest acts in American history are when people had the authority to do something and they showed the restraint of power.
Senator Lindsey Graham says Democrats undermined the confirmation process when they unfairly opposed all of President Trump's nominees.
If I applied to Justice Sotomayor and Kagan the standards you're being imposed upon every Republican nominee since I've been here, I wouldn't have voted for them.
Graham says the nomination should be based on Judge Barrett's qualifications alone, which few Democrats have questioned.
The Constitution's unaffected by the electoral calendar.
Republican Senator John Kennedy took issue with Democrats criticizing Judge Barrett's confirmation process. He says Republicans clearly followed their constitutional mandate.
When have I broken my word?
And at one point Thursday,
we cannot move forward without another member of the minority present.
Democrats staged a procedural protest. All but one, Senator Dick Durbin, refused to appear to delay advancing Judge Barrett's nomination.
The motion is passed.
It didn't work. They returned shortly after to continue the hearing. And Senator Mitt Romney, obviously a prominent person on the U.S. Senate, also tweeted a message earlier this week talking about the state of our politics and the need to sort of lower the temperature there. So I thought it was really interesting today, in the last day of hearings, that so many senators sort of echoed that point in their own ways. We're going to have a lot more from this final day of hearings tonight coming up at 10:30. Guys, but for now, reporting live at the Capitol, Joe Khalil, News Nation.